Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is my July favorites, and in July, if you don't know, I was on a low buy, so I didn't purchase a ton of products. I purchased 4 products total, and yeah, I'm going to talk about them. I'm going to talk about a few other products that I enjoyed and a perfume. So that's something new. So if you guys are interested, of course, continue watching and subscribe if you're new here, and let's get started. Now, I have to say the most favorite thing this month is Andrew doing my makeup. If you have not seen this video, I'll link it down below. You have to watch it. It is hilarious. We literally laughed the whole time. I mean, I think it's hilarious, but yeah, it's funny. He tried so hard. He put so much heart into it, and it didn't turn out that bad. So that was definitely my favorite makeup related thing this month. So starting off with my favorite primer, mostly now in the summer, that is my Tom Ford primer. This is the Traceless Soft Matte Primer, and it's glorious. It is very expensive. Get it on sale if you're interested, but it really keeps me just more matte in the center area. I only put it right here around my nose and forehead. I don't put it anywhere else, but it really smooths the pore. It's a huge difference. Like, you can initially see it, and any foundation kind of goes well on top of it. And yeah, this has been used every single day when I wore makeup. And I didn't wear that much makeup in July, but yeah, that definitely was used a lot. And I'm kind of scared. I'm running low on this. Scared. Okay, foundations. We tried 2 new foundations this month, and that is the Hourglass and then the new Lancôme. So I've done a separate reviews on both of these, and now that I was able to wear both of them for longer periods of time, I kind of have my thoughts made up. First of all, both colors are not my favorite colors. The Lancôme tends to be a little bit more cool tone, and then the Hourglass is more yellow. So in the Hourglass, the 6.5 so far seems to be my the best shade I could find. I've heard 7.5 is a great shade. I have not swatched that yet. And then Lancôme, the only one that kind of works for me, I think this is 310N. And it's a little... there's just something slightly off with it. Maybe there's a little bit too much grayness into it. I want to try more. I tried the 240W, returned it because it looked dark and it looked a very almost green on me. It's a good olivey shade, but it didn't match me. So both colors I don't like. They're not awful, like I can pull them off, but they're not my favorite colors. And I think people underestimate how important it is to find a good shade match, because it doesn't matter if the formula is amazing. If the undertone is not right, it's just not going to look that good on. So I'm still determined to find better shade matches for these. But Hourglass is a little softer, slightly glowier, and it has a not serum-y feel, but it's much more lighter in texture. It's beautiful on the skin. It has a beautiful ambient radiance to it, and honestly, I wore it quite a bit, and to me this gets quite glowier at the end of the day. The first full day wear test I did, it wasn't quite as glowy, but I've noticed the more I wore it, being outside and being it's so humid and hot outside, I've noticed that this does get glowier throughout the day. It also is not as perfecting around my pore area as the Lancôme. So, you know, this is beautiful. I would say it's a medium coverage. You could probably build it up to a full, but I don't like the way this builds up on itself. However, Lancôme is beautiful around the pores. It has, I would say, medium to full coverage, and it lasts so amazing. I mean, this looks almost the same when I apply it and at the end of the day, and it does not get glowier throughout the day. and it looks better on the pores. So for me personally, I prefer the Lancôme over the Hourglass. However, Lancôme has a scent. It's quite strong. I kind of got used to it though. So the first time I wore it, it was like, wow, this has a perfume. I kind of smell it throughout the day. I don't smell it anymore. I don't know if I got used to it or it was like the initial couple pumps were like very fragrant and now it kind of mellowed down. But if I could pick one, I probably would pick the Lancôme, but they're both beautiful. Like the Hourglass has something special, a little bit more radiance in it, and it has something special in the way it looks. However, it doesn't wear quite as nicely as the Lancôme, and around the pore area is not as perfecting. However, I see Hourglass being great for like fall, winter for me because of that slight radiance and the way just your skin looks alive. So I really enjoy both of them, but right now in the summer, I feel more comfortable picking the Lancôme. This is the Care and Glow. I don't even know if I said that, but yes, those are my thoughts on both of these. I think they're both wonderful, but I tend to like the Lancôme more on my skin and the way it wears where I'm at. I'm in Tennessee and humidity is like 90%. Okay, moving on to concealer. I have only used 2 concealers this month. That is my Huda Beauty, where is it? The Huda Beauty Fall Filter Concealer. I am slightly obsessed with these. I think it is one of the most beautiful concealers that's fuller coverage that I can pull off under my eyes. I don't feel like I have too much makeup on. I just feel just put together and covered, and somehow it moves with my skin and it doesn't settle. Now there's that one line that I have under my eyes that anything settles under there, but I can put a little bit of powder and it works just fine. But overall, super impressed with the Hourglass. Also, I've picked up my Peau concealer. This is the 4 Almond. I have 3 as well, but since I'm a little bit more tan because summer 4 works really well. And this is also a gorgeous concealer. That is the color right there. And yeah, if I want something long lasting that looks like my skin, this is the one. But those are the only 2 concealers I've worn this month. For bronzer, I mainly reached for my NARS one. This is so good. This has a beautiful undertone, and I think that's why I tend to reach for it, because it has that bronzer, but I can pull it off as a contour as well because it's just a neutral undertone. I think the formula is incredible. It's quite pigmented, so you kind of have to be careful in the beginning with it, but it blends in so nicely. This one has such a good finish to the skin. It looks like my skin. It's kind of not too creamy, but creamy enough to where you blend it out. It lasts all day on the skin, and really I've reached for this a lot. Also, I picked up my Chanel quite a bit. This is the 392 Soul Tan Medium Bronze. I find this to be just such a good staple, mostly on like no makeup kind of days. I just reach this and put it all over and I'm good to go. But yeah, this has been really in my rotation. These 2 I feel like I've reached for the most this month. And I have done a bronzer like roundup if you're interested, but yeah, really have loved those. And of course my Makeup by Mario enhancing bronzer. Sometimes I would put that one on top of these bronzers just to give a slight glow to the skin. Those are the bronzers that I've used this month. For blush, I've really enjoyed the Mob blush. This is in, I think, M72 if I'm not mistaken. I have a hair on this, but I really like the undertone. I love how easy and simple it is. It's not too pink, it's not too cool tone, kind of like a beautiful rose color, and I think it's just beautiful. It has a nice creaminess to it. It blends in nicely, and yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Also, where is it? I feel like everything is spread out. The Radien blush. Wow, this is a huge hit. huge hit. Like, so surprised. It's what I'm wearing today, and I love the applicator. I think it's fast, easy, it's not messy at all, but these are very pigmented, so don't overdo it. I've overdone it a couple times, but they blend in so easily. I absolutely love it. The one I wear today is Terrene. I have no idea, but really such an incredible discovery this month. This was sent to me, and I'm very thankful because I've loved a lot of Radien products. And then this one from Pat McGrath. This is in Venetian Sunrise. I loved this blush. I think the color is what I like so much. Mostly when I wear more pinky eye looks or cooler undertones, I like to pick this one up because of this lavender right here, lilac-y color. I think it's really unique, really stunning. The formula we all know is wonderful. And there's no negative to say about this. The price is kind of high up there, but anytime you want to order something from Pat McGrath, just wait for a sale. She always has sales, and don't ever pay full price. Now for the eyes, I haven't really done much with my eyes, barely wore anything, but when I did, it was these. These are the Radien like eye cream shadows. This is Brune and Roes, and that's what I have. I have both of them combined. I have Brune all over the lid, put it all the way through my crease, and then I took some of the Roes and put it right in the center, and that's all I have. Now these are incredibly creamy. They're very well pigmented. There's no glitter in this. There's just a sheen, like there's a shimmeriness to it that's very elegant, very wearable. And I just loved taking one of these and putting it all over the lid. It's just so easy. They're reliable. They crease halfway through the day. I just use my finger to pat them out, and I have absolutely no problem. Like, just a little bit, use your finger, and you can resolve the problem so easily. But I think that these are very well done, very, very well done. And that's kind of all I've reached for this month, except I feel like I'm kind of cheating with this next one. The new Pat McGrath palette. This is the Mothership 10, and it's the Moonlit Seduction. Slightly obsessed with this palette. I've done 3 looks with this palette, and I'll show you another look today. I just find this palette to be so wearable, so easy, and I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed. Actually, I feel like it was half-half in my comments. Half were like disappointed, it's kind of the same old. Half were like super excited, like this is going to be their favorite palette ever. And I'm in that camp. I am so excited for this palette. I think every single color in here I can use any day, so it kind of makes it worth the money. Also, the duochrome colors, the blitz colors here, they're very wearable. They're very sparkly, but still kind of wearable. So they're not super bright colors. The colors between them don't vary that much. One's more cool tone lilac-y, one's more rosy, and one's more brown, which I feel like you need something like this in anybody's collection. So I think if you don't own any Pat McGrath palettes, I think this is a brilliant one to start with, because it's just amazing. Like, you can do so many looks. You get the texture from her, you get the quality, but you also get wearable looks. Yes, I wish one of these pinky purpley colors was swapped with more of a brown color. That's my only complaint, but besides that, it's just fantastic. And this shade right here, wow, it is this gunmetal that has a little bit of green teal in it, and I think it's fantastic. So yes, this was, I don't know, I've only had it for like a week at best, and I think it is exceptional. I think that's it for eyeshadows. Blushes we talked about. Highlighters, barely wore any highlighter. I don't know why. I use my Peau de Pêche a lot. I went back to the basics, and the Peau de Pêche from Westman Atelier is pretty much what I used all the time. I also used, I forgot to mention this blush. This is the RMS Beauty blush. This is in a French Rosé, and because this has such a glowiness to it, I never wore a highlighter with this because it's just that gorgeous. So yeah. Now brows. I have tried some Patrick Ta brow products this month, and I wanted to share them with you. I am still a huge fan of the Gucci brow pencil. It's kind of what I'm wearing today, and I find this to be the most reliable product for me and my eyebrow shape and how much brow hairs I have. I can get that out. And I wear in Brune, the color Brune, and that is still my #1 all-time favorite brow product. But I tried the Patrick Ta new brow, what is this called? Pencil? Yeah, brow defining pencil. And this is fantastic. It has a spoolie at the end. It's tiny. And then this end has more of a flatter and skinny applicator, but you can turn it to this side and you have that tiny brush applicator, not brush applicator, but applicator to really draw in hairs. I think it's fantastic. I love everything about it. I love that it does have that flatter area that's a little wider, that I can fill out my brows quicker, and also that it's so fine that I can really draw in just hair-like strokes in the front if I need to. Now, it takes me longer to do this than something like the Gucci one, so I kind of get different effects. But yeah, this is wonderful, and mostly if you have the need for, drawing in more hairs, this is fantastic. Also, I really enjoy their, what is this? Their wax, the shaping wax, the tinted one. I've never really loved any wax. Like, I really didn't love the Anastasia one. All of them left some sort of residue on my brows. This, because it's tinted, it's fantastic. I also don't need something that is super laminating effect brow gel, because I already have quite thick brows. If I try to do that laminated look, it looks a little excessive. Like, I have here the Patrick Ta. This is their Major Brow Lamination Gel, and it's fantastic. And I tried it, and I wore it here and there, but I have to kind of be careful because this is heavy duty. So I don't want to make them too laminated. So I try to kind of shape them, but this is really good. But I think the fact that this one's tinted, it really wins in my books. So yeah, those are a couple brow products that I've used this month. So for lips, I've kind of switched it up a lot with lips. I wore whatever I felt like it, but the new BK Beauty, I mean, I don't know if these are new, but this is new to me, the BK Beauty lip liner in lipstick. I really enjoyed. The color is Kindness, the one I like the most. It's more of the lesser pinks. It's still quite pink, but the lesser pinks out of the ones they sent me. And I really enjoy this one. I pair it with the lip liner in the color Warm Spice, and this is a great color. I feel like it comes down the pinkiness just a little bit because it's more rosy color. So if I can combine those two, I think they look really pretty. And yeah, I really enjoy the formula of both. The lipstick is quite pigmented, but it has a creaminess to it. It almost looks glossy. So I think that's really beautiful. I want to see, and they may have it, I don't know, more like neutral rather than pink lipsticks. But that is a beautiful formula. Another thing that I've tried, and this is one of the things that I've bought this month, is the Rare Beauty lip liner and lipstick that they came out with. The lipstick here is in Worthy, and I've had so many questions. Every time I wore this, everybody's like, what is on your lips? it was this, and I've actually combined it with the lip liner that's darker. This is in Wise. I did try the lip liner in Worthy, but they were the exact same color, and I didn't like that. I felt like I needed a little bit of difference. So that is the lip liner in Wise and Worthy. And then once you combine these two, they just look so good together. Let me put a little bit more of them lipstick there so you can see. It just makes the lipstick a bit more wearable in my opinion, and I think it's stunning. Again, every time I wore this, see how it's a little darker and goes to the lighter. I had so many questions, and I think it's wonderful. I like the formula. The lip liner is great. The price is also good. Just overall, such a good release, and I like the packaging of the lipstick as well. It feels a little bit more luxurious. So yeah, that is another lip product that I wore quite a lot. I've also worn this. It's another Rare Beauty product. This is the Lip Souffle in Brave. Now on my lips, what I have is this Fenty. This is the lips popsicle in the color, what is this? Zesty Bestie. So I had this this morning because I've put this makeup on this morning and it's later in the day. And then I kind of ate and everything, and it was still on, but on top of that, I went with the Brave just to kind of just touch up the lip product, and that's kind of what I have on my lips right now. But yeah, these two, I wore them quite a bit. I would say Brave I wore more, but if I had a day where I wanted a red lipstick or something, a color, I would go for the Fenty lip popsicles because they last forever. Now, the trick with this, I would say, is put it on, wipe it off, and you'll see that it becomes a stain, and then add another one. That way, if on initial application the stain didn't get everywhere in all the lips and cracks and everything of your lips, the second layer will, and that will give a beautiful finish and it'll last all day. And then this Brave Lip Souffle, I mean, I've had it since it came out, and it is my favorite color from that collection. Oh, look at that. It's just stunning. And see, on my lips right now, it looks a lot stronger. It's because I have this one under. I kind of wish I just had this one, but you know, it is what it is. Also, I've worn my Dior Lip Glow Oil. This is an 001. I almost hit myself in the face. I wore it all the time. Like, that was definitely a product I wore a lot. Also, my Refi lip sculptor. I don't even know the actual name. I know it's in taupe. I just adore this product. I mean, I've talked so much about it. It has a lip liner right here, and then if you twist the bottom, it has kind of a gel sealer almost. You put it on, and I just love the effect that this gives me. It lasts all day long. Now for mascara, I've discovered Mob Beauty mascara, and this is a fantastic mascara. I actually didn't put it on today because I couldn't find it. This morning it was in my little like makeup bag. This is so wonderful. It gives a lot of volume, a lot of separation at the same time, and it does not smudge on me. There's something in it that I can use it on my lower lash line as well. On my lower lashes as well, and it doesn't smudge, and it gives me so much volume, and it's just a beautiful, almost like it's like volumizing but very separating mascara. So I really enjoy this so much. And I think that's it for makeup. I did want to mention one perfume that I've enjoyed this summer, and that is, I feel like it's very popular and everybody knows about it, but Creed Aventus for Her. I've gotten the smaller size because this is expensive, and I have so many perfumes. At least for me, they feel like a lot of them, and I didn't want to, I don't know, pay $400 on a perfume, but I think this is 30 ml. But this is so wonderful, guys. Now, I have to say that when I first sprayed it on, I was like, there's nothing that special about it. It kind of smelled a little bit like a men's perfume, like the Aventus for him, the original, but try to feminize it a little bit. And I think that's how it smells. But there's this expensive smell to it. Like the opening is extremely fresh, like a green apple, like you just bit into a green apple. But once it calms down, it kind of smells like a little bit musky. It's still a little masculine. Like I've heard some people saying, "Oh, this is super feminine," but I feel like even a man could probably pull this off because it becomes a little bit muskier, but a very strong. Like anybody can smell me when I wear this one. I imagine somebody that has a Chanel bag, kind of put together, not super preppy, but like, you know, it's not the clean girl vibe, it's the expensive vibe. That's what it reminds me of. I will say I'm not very good at expressing how things smell. Like I don't have the words. I feel like that's a whole new vocabulary that I need to learn. Like I feel very put together, a still daytime look, quite expensive and yeah, fresh. Yeah, that's how I envision this. I'm gonna stop there trying to explain scents when I am not good at it. And that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to hear your thoughts on your favorite new products in July or old products. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.